honestly.
My parents are wonderful. There was no abuse. There was no trauma.
Or maybe a girlfriend or a sister.
You gotta,
no, you can shut up. You don't tell a woman to shut up.
I just did.
That's extremely disrespectful.
Well, it's disrespectful for you to keep interrupting me.
Yeah, I think.
Why don't you? You know what? I think you have a stick up your ass.
Ma'am.
Is what I think.
You're a Karen. I think you're a Karen.
I don't think so. I think you're a narcissist. I think you're a narcissist.
I think you're a narcissist.
Okay.
And your pseudoscience bullshit.
I think you're pseudoscience.
Translation of what you just watched: you can't tell a woman to shut up. From the woman who would not stop talking. Respect isn't a women-only coupon. I'm Oouchie, and tonight, everybody at this table gets held accountable. Her first.
But just been standing up for women.
That's opening that up to the.
I think are the women panelists right now
not going to voice?
It's not. Yours is not positive right now, especially when you said his mom, which is irrelevant. To
Like, can we agree? Wait. Let me ask the women panel here. So you might object. Many of you might very much disagree with my positions. You might find them perhaps even objectionable. You might disagree with my looks ratings. Comparatively speaking, have I said anything as egregious as the comment that she said to me about my mother?
No.
Okay, well then,
is that taking shit to another level when you involve somebody's parents?
Well, it's just, I just question what's happened to you to where you make women feel inferior. Something has happened. There's some trauma that you haven't dealt with.
Here's the part nobody says out loud. She didn't want a debate. She wanted a force field. She gets to call his whole career a scam. Diagnose him with childhood trauma she invented on the spot and wish karma on his life. But he says 2 words back and suddenly it's, you don't talk to a woman like that. Equality is the same rule book, not a fast pass.
I'm not bald enough yet for that.
Okay. That's what you are.
I'm not
Joe Rogan.
I'm not on enough HGH for that, but maybe one day, I don't know. I'm probably lose my hair eventually.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Wait, really quick. Let some of the TTS come through, but yeah, that's crazy. Both my parents are still married, loving relationship, no familial abuse or anything.
Some shit happened to you. I feel it in your energy.
That's
the way you treat people, the way your energy filled is. I'm just being honest. Something happened to you for you to project so like this.
Okay, what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you.
I don't know what happened to you. To hate men.
I've been through trauma. I don't hate men. I just pick healthy men to be around at this time. I've been around toxic men in my life. I choose to be around healthy men now.
Yeah, I mean, so essentially what you're doing is just asserting a bunch of... Your goal here is not to have substantive conversation. You just want to throw out things to just be... egregious and just insulting. This idea that you're going to attack my parents is completely...
I never said I was going to attack your parents.
You literally did.
I should have said mother, but you know what I should have said what woman did something to you? What woman did something to you?
You did say...
I feel it in your energy. Something happened to you. Ma'am, that's not insight. That's a horoscope with a grudge. This is the new trick. Insult a man in therapy speak, so you still feel holy doing it. She called him broken, then said, I only want the best for you. That's not a healer. That's a hitman who mails a sympathy card.
I used to date. So I think you're projecting, to be honest.
I am just calling it out. I don't think any woman's ever called you out, probably.
Women come on, hold on. Women come on the show and disagree with me all the time. You're just being belligerent.
Okay.
You're just being completely belligerent about it.
You're belligerent.
No, I'm not.
I didn't tell you to shut up. You were the first person to tell me to shut up.
Wait, what's worse?
That is so fucking disrespectful to tell a woman to shut up.
Hold on.
Okay.
What's worse? What's more disrespectful? Trying to imply that there was abuse from the parents.
It's disrespectful to go around and do a face rating on the women. That's how I feel.
I have a question.
I literally asked and you all agreed. Everyone was like, yeah, do it.
But you never answered, why do you do it? What's the purpose?
I literally did.
But what's the purpose of doing it? It's not a positive thing. Why don't you do positive things on your show? Because you want more ratings?
You do realize
it's all controversial, right?
You do realize
there was positivity that which was rating her higher. you know?
You do realize.
Oh, one thing, right.
Can I ask you?
I just want you to be a more positive person if you can. That's all I'm asking.
No woman's ever called you out. Brother does this for a living. 50 women a week tell him no on camera. You're not brave, you're just loud.
I might oblige you on that in a moment.
Because
However,
this is not really my vibe,
okay,
to
that's
be honest.
fine. I might oblige you on that in a moment. However, it's interesting to me there was a degree, and I was paying attention very closely. When you were saying the thing of retribution, karma's coming your way, you said so not as a matter of fact, but with a certain level of rejoice and glee.
No, that's not true. Not rejoice and glee.
Yes, you did.
You're putting those thoughts out there. Those are your thoughts. Opinions are like buttholes. They stink. That's an opinion. That's not true.
I don't know. Let me ask some of the women.
My whole plan for you is to just be a more positive person and stop putting women down.
No, your plan is karmic justice.
I'm just trying to make you aware, if you're not already, that we all have karma based on what we put out. Newton's third law. For every action, there is a reaction. If you keep putting and humiliating people, that reaction is going to come back to you. I only want the best for you. I want you to know that. I want you to be a good person.
So are you gonna receive karma for the comment you made about my mother?
No, it's karmic retribution.
What do you mean?
Karmic retribution. She's telling you before she does it.
Okay.
I think.
Now let's be fair, because everybody gets dinged here. Telling a guest shut up on your own show, corny. He's supposed to set the temperature, not match it, but then she smiled while she manifested his downfall. You cannot preach good vibes and RSVP to a man's karma in the same breath. Pick a lane, healer.
This podcast, obviously I'm a liberal. I don't think he is. We have a lot of disagreeing points and stuff like that. The point of this podcast is to have hot takes and like controversial topics and stuff like that. It's to debate. This is a debating podcast, you know.
But why do we need this in the world? It's just negative. The controversy.
You don't think there's positive in like being able to?
I personally think
I think you look at it as a negative light, but I think there's so much positive in being able to sit down and have a productive conversation, understand where he's coming from, have him understand where I'm coming from, and I think you're going to be able to achieve that better and like get him to understand your point of view better if you were to able to have a productive conversation.
I don't think
right
it's
now
good.
You're just yelling,
right?
And so it's not. He's not going to take anything in. Like, let's be real. When somebody sits here and yells at my fucking face, I'm not fucking listening to you. You want me to get your point? Have a conversation with me.
Watch the woman in the corner do in 10 seconds what all that screaming couldn't. You're just yelling. When somebody yells in my face, I stop listening. Have a conversation. That's the grown up in the room. The loudest woman at the table was never the one making the point.
Some sort of verbal or emotional abuse. However, aside from joking moments, I'm usually never resorting to personal attacks or personal insults. Even if somebody is like kind of not being logical or I disagree with them, I'm usually never resorting to personal attacks or calling people stupid. I'm always typically, for the most part, dealing with the actual arguments that are being made. It's not abusive to disagree with somebody, even strongly.
You can't.
He's actually right here, and it matters. Disagreeing with you, even harshly, is not abuse. Abuse is a heavy word, and slapping it on a man for saying, shut up, robs the women who lived through the real thing. Stop spending a serious word on a podcast argument.
I want to ask the women at the table. Now, I might have said things tonight that you disagree with. I might have said things that maybe even be a bit offensive, right? Do you think anything that I've said tonight rises to the level of what you believe to be the threshold of abuse? Raise your hand if you feel like I've met the threshold of abusive conduct. Raise your hand. You do, right? You think I've been abusive.
You and I have had a communication that has turned abusive, absolutely.
So
you feel that I was abusive towards you with the mother comment, and then I do feel like you have made some abusive comments towards me, absolutely.
Okay, well hold on. So
and the karma and all of that, you're
putting words in my mouth. So while I find your comment egregious, I wouldn't consider it abusive. I wouldn't consider it abusive. It's pretty bad taste and a bit egregious, but no, I wouldn't consider it abusive. I don't think it meets the threshold of abuse. So now here, let me do it differently. Raise your hand if you, women at the table, raise your hand if you feel as if I have not been abusive.
Then he does the most ruthless thing available. He asked the other women, hands up if I was abusive. Nobody. The only person in the room who felt oppressed was her, and the all-women jury ruled against her.
Oh, guess what?
You don't care?
For me,
I abused her.
You have been abusive towards me, your comments.
See,
you telling me to shut up? Is him telling me to shut up not abusive?
Well, first off, the shut up.
You don't?
The shut up did
then there's something wrong with this table. Honestly,
I think you're.
Then you guys have something really wrong with you. If you don't think it's abusive for a man to tell you to shut up, then there is something wrong
That's
with
not
you.
abuse.
It's like, it's
Wait, hold on.
Two different
We're
things.
guests on his podcast.
Hold on.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm willing to look. I am not oblivious to sometimes my own conduct. I'm willing to say it was rude. However, I would caveat it with the fact that you were interrupting. You were kind of.
I was debating.
Nah.
That happens during debates.
Let me finish.
So what? So what?
Well, it's a little different.
Interruptions can happen.
It's a little different, but then the shut-ups didn't start until you kind of laid in there with the mother comment. So I feel like I'm a matching energy kind of guy.
Right.
I disagree with a lot of what she says.
Right.
Didn't tell her to shut up, wasn't rude to her. Well, I might have been a little strong or stern with my conveyance of my beliefs, but I believe in matching energy. So if somebody
Credit where it's earned. He finally said that was rude. That's more accountability than she offered all night. One person at this table could admit they were wrong, and it wasn't the one selling positivity.
I'm
You
the
can
host.
move on to your next subject if you
Well,
want.
you're not the host, so I am going to move it on here pretty soon.
I
but
want to get it back into a positive energy.
You're not the host.
You know?
Stop being a Karen. You're not
Okay,
going
there
to...
you go. There's an abusive comment. Stop
Wait,
being
wait.
a Karen.
Calling
Honestly.
somebody-
You know
that's
what?
not
But that's
abusive.
something. Yeah.
Wait, women,
because
show
I'm
hands.
gonna.
Is it abusive?
I
women?
believe so
Is it
because
abusive
that's
to
going
call a
to stick
woman
in
a
my
Karen?
head that he called
Oh,
me a Karen.
okay, she's gonna
and I'm
need
not going to
therapy.
be able to forget that. I am going
I'll
to get
pay-
therapy.
I'll pay for your therapy. Oh my God.
Absolutely, please do. I'm going to
Oh
go
my
get
God,
therapy
bro.
after this for you calling me a Karen.
But here-
multiple times.
You are
Have
a
I
Karen.
called you a name?
Yes, you
What's
did.
the male name for the Karen? I forget what it is.
Bro.
What is it? Do you guys know?
There isn't one.
There
I
is
would-
one. There actually is one.
Stop.
What if I repeatedly called you a Karen? You know what? You're a Karen. You're a Karen. You're a Karen. You are the Karen. I'm not the Karen. You're the Karen. You're the Karen, okay?
I don't...
Karen, Karen,
it's
Karen,
a stereotype.
Karen. How many times have you called women Karen? Answer me that
Actually,
question.
not a lot.
Okay.
But
But there's no need for you to call me a
But
Karen. Why don't you debate
was
in
I-
a professional adult manner?
why
you
are
know?
you crashing out?
Like,
can you calm down a little bit?
No, you're like, you're
relax.
triggering me.
And there's the whole thing in one line. Why are you crashing out? Calm down. No, you're triggering me. Translation, I can serve it. I just never built the stomach to eat it. She came to fix his energy and left, needing therapy over the word Karen. Sometimes the mirror wins the debate. Final tally, he was rude, she was relentless, and the quiet women at that table schooled them both. Subscribe and tell me below, was I just did a crash out or a checkmate? Because around here, we say the things everybody wants to say but won't.